Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we've got a lot of things to say about my whole season training and stuff, and things that are going to go on, and all the shows that I did. So I have pretty much have done all three shows in August, the one for the full season. So I've done a full season show, and I've been thinking about what next things I gotta do for the next time I go reenacting again. I'm still counting on still going to those ones in August, just on how I get there, and then I'm gonna go and do some more show events for it. Well, when I mean show events, I'm basically talking about I'm gonna go and do a bit more battles on the same battles of the Yorkshire Wartime, the Detling Showground in Kent, and the Leicestershire Victory Show. So I'm looking to get the Oxen, I think it was the Oxen Books Airborne kit, I believe so. So it's like that other uniform that I've seen some of the lads that are in our group who have been doing, like the big main battles, and it was a lot of fun. It was, and so much stuff to do. Well, and I thought, like, I want to see if I can try and get myself on there. So that's going to be the next. So next time when I do go back to the next show events, I'm going to basically do a bit more of like the desert battles, and I'll probably do the big main battles, those at the end. So, how did I find all of those show events that I did for a full season? So for the whole lot. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it a lot. Especially the one in Detling show in Kent, I believe. That was probably my favourite one to do. It was so massive. It was. There was so much more the reenactment shows that were all splitted on, but still in the same area. Yeah, like you had all sorts. You had Crusaders. You had the Revolution Wars, Civil Wars, anything medieval times. Then you had the World War II, which what I do, and then you even had what's it called? You even had like some of the Cold War events battles that have happened. I thought that was great. That was amazing. Seeing. What to say next? Oh yeah, I will say even after those show events that I did, I was like very excited to do them again. And the first time in the Yorkshire Wartime one, we only had the one battle till on the one Saturday day that we did, and that was about it. For mainly the people who were doing the desert battle. But in the Detling the Detling thing, I pretty much had to do 3 battles in all 3 of those days. Like, wow. Each battle for each day, I mean, not like 3 in each day. Oh my god, that would have been a lot of work. But no, really had a lot of fun. I'm also trying to think of like, say, because I'm on the mortar, I'm gonna probably see if I can try and find a way to get a little like small GoPro camera around here. So like the strap thing will be under this, and like little GoPro camera will pop out right there, and we'll film a bit of mortar battle scene, and then possibly how I will try and deal with the Oxen Bucks and see how I can hide the camera while we do it, because I want to get some like footage of the battlefield and see what it's like. I know one person who does a GoPro camera on his helmet that I see, like private, that Ben Summer, his channel, I don't know his actual channel name, but it's like Private Ben. He does like where battles, he has a GoPro camera on top of his head, and he gets footage of what he does on the battlefield. and it's a lot of fun. It's really a lot of fun to do. Well, actually, he hides it very well. So the while he and it stays on there, make sure to stay on there perfect. Because while he's doing the battles, other than that, he can't just focus on his camera. So once it stays on there, it stays on there. So I will be looking at buying some more equipment and kit, like the whole airborne uniform to do the big main battle. Well, in fact, I was doing some infantry training down at the Leicestershire Infantry Show to do some practice. I was basically using now I don't know why, but they use MP40s these for the special forces. Says lads, so say they could have probably used them if they killed a German soldier and took the weapon if they had no bullets in their main gun. So that's probably what it would look like then. So as I'm doing the training and stuff, learning how to to hold to use weapons on the battlefields, because normally all I've done so far in the main 3 battles was just the mortar training, which, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun doing the mortar. Plus it's not like too much running around or moving. You only do a bit of moving till you get into position that your leader tells you have to get in position with the mortar. So that's why I don't mind do the mortar, and I still want to do the mortar on the desert battle, but I'm also going to try and do infantry training for the the big main battles where you got the tanks and the artillery weapons and the vehicles and a lot of the American airborne soldiers and the British infantry, and then you'll have the special forces to come in from behind as well. So what else actually? So yeah, we'll be doing a lot. So far I've managed to do on the mortar number 2 and then number 3. So I've mainly done those 2 things to do. Possibly at some point I might actually be trying to practice to be number 1. So if some of you don't know about how the mortar's set up, you have 3 people on one mortar to command. Number 1 is basically the trigger go for both 2 and 3. So basically in fact the trigger and the loader. So what number 1 does when he says on, lifts the cap, not lift the cap up actually, sorry. So when say on, number 3, whoever would be behind me would load a round, it would be one of these small rounds mainly, and you'd hold it somehow in a position where you don't hold it where you'd be massively covering your hands all over it, just in case if you get an injury. So load the round in, twist the bottom of it on, and then say round ready and pass it to number 2 at the side of him. As soon as number 1 says fire, lifts off the cap, that's when number 2 goes in and go firing, and as he's holding the barrel, not the barrel, the mortar shell, you have to grab it in a certain grip so that as soon as you drop it in you kind of stroke the barrel. You kind of stroke the barrel, don't get any dirty minds. You stroke the barrel, but while get down and cover for yourself. Cover your ears for loud explosions. If it does fire, it fires off. So it'll make a big loud bang. They're normally little blank shotgun shells that go at the bottom of the rounds that we use, and then you just twist the bottom bit onto it. You don't want to slam that thing on, or else all of a sudden, hurt your hands. They would hurt your hands, and you probably would hurt the people around you. So you put it in gently, twist it on, on, making sure it's on, and say like ready. That's number three's responsibility to do the thing to load it up. Now, what happens if it doesn't fire off? Well, it would be like a misfire fire. So what number two, which would be me mostly, would go run behind number three, and number one would just like open up the bottom bit. Now it does the same thing for both the fire and the blank shot. So it opens the bottom bit of the barrel up. I forgot to mention he does open the bottom of the barrel up, takes the round out, checks it's still affected to do it, puts it back on, and number one basically does the firing as well. Also, he fires that round, and then as soon as it fires off, everyone can get back into position where it was. So I probably will be waiting for the next season training going round at at some people's houses that do reenactment shows. So we will be waiting for to do like some season training and stuff. Last time I did a season training practice before the next show, I basically used like a kind of like an umbrella that this guy called Tony basically let me borrowed, because everyone was either using umbrellas or Nerf guns. We were on a park doing infantry training, so we're all like doing the basic infantry training, like basically like down on one knee or lay down while you're like aiming towards. We're basically following the person who's basically the number one of infantry training thing. So we have to basically keep our eyes on the guy who's either on our side here or he could be on that side. And the infantry training was a lot of fun actually, and I do plan on doing some infantry training battles. So I will be trying to use a blank fired weapon. If I didn't mention, it's supposed to be blank fired weapons on the battlefields, not real ones. So yeah, that's about as much as I can possibly say how it's all been, and how I'm gonna feel about the next one, and how I'm gonna be excited, because I'm still gonna do more. I'm still gonna do these exact ones on August, but there were some more other shows that the other lads do, but they do shows that are like whether they are about 2 hours away from their house or an hour away from the house. Where am I located? I'm more likely more up north of England. So when I see show events that are further down south, I'm looking at 3 to 4 hour drive. Sorry, a bit of a cough. Or even like in Kent. Kent was the most farthest one that we ever did. And I was actually quite glad that my dad drove me down there, because he wanted to go to London. Then with my mum and sister. So, and he did at least about 6 hours of driving from north of England, because we live like mainly West Yorkshire, to down to Kent. So really big appreciation to him. But I think that's about all the time I could possibly have to do. I don't know when people are coming back, because we're going to basically sort food out. But I enjoyed doing my reenactment shows, and I'm definitely going to enjoy doing more of them. And see if I could go to any other shows, maybe that are like around in the other months and not August. But I'm still only betting August, that's all it is. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update, and I really do appreciate you watching, and I will see you all when I do my next show event. In fact, I'll get some stuff ordered, maybe, and I'll do like another unboxing videos for you guys. So I really do appreciate it. So I will say goodbye to you. Bye bye.